And so if he saw this video, do you think that he would want to come and get you up off the street?
Probably so.
Have you ever considered maybe calling him?
No.
Why not?
It's because, you know what? I know it's hard to talk about it, but I'm going to just say it anyway.
What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady out here today. How you doing today, miss?
I'm doing good.
All right, all right. So how old are you?
I'm 31.
31. Are you homeless?
As of right now, yes.
Okay. And so what would you say has brought you to this point of being homeless in your life?
During the pandemic, people getting laid off and everything. So it's like, before the pandemic, I was living good, making sure, you know, just making sure that my house was good and everything. But during the pandemic, it just threw everybody off because everybody's losing their jobs, and then they said that they have rent forgiveness, but they don't. They don't have rent forgiveness. Okay. And now you see all my brothers and sisters, I call them my brothers and sisters, all the village people out here.
Okay. Hold on real quick. All right, technical difficulties, but all right, we're back. So, all right, so let me just, let me put a pin in it right there. So, you say you're 31. Mm-hmm. So, again, you basically said that the pandemic got you into a situation where you basically couldn't pay your rent, mm-hmm. and you got kicked out. How long have you been without a roof over your head?
It's been a whole month.
Okay, so it's been a month. So, all right, so let's start from the beginning. So where are you from?
I'm originally from Rhode Island.
Okay, from Rhode Island. Shout out Rhode Island. And so growing up, did you have both your mother and your father in the household?
I would say my dad was the backbone of the household, old school type of way. Really like a backbone. Basically make sure the household was good. But me and my siblings, we have different combinations of mothers and fathers. So me and my sister has the same dad, and me and my brother has the same mom, but I'm the oldest out of all of them.
I get it.
Yeah, but growing up, they made sure, in a collective type of way, they made sure that we was good. We had good knowledge, make sure that we read books and everything.
Okay, and so growing up, you would say that you had a fairly normal childhood?
It was weird, but fairly normal.
What was weird about it?
Weird about it is when all the parents came together. When anybody got in trouble at school, it's not just one parent showing up, it's all of them showing up. Like who did it this time? Who did it? who did it? Who did it?
Well, I mean, that sounds pretty cool, actually, man. It sounds like a village mentality.
It was a village mentality.
Okay. And so you went to high school. Did you graduate high school?
I graduated high school. I went to Morris Brown, and I went to Westwood.
Okay. Did you graduate Morris Brown?
No, because of their accreditations. Back in 2008 and 2009, they lost their accreditations, and it was only maybe 50 kids left there.
And so did you graduate from Westwood?
No, because they lost their accreditation. We got transferred to Morris Brown. All the kids that was going to Morris Brown got transferred to Westwood. Then not even 6 months later, they lost their accreditation too.
Okay. So I'm going to put a pin in that right there. So do you have any kids?
No.
Okay. Have you ever been married?
No. Not officially on paper.
Why the hesitation?
It's because I was supposed to marry somebody named Timon, and he got shot on his birthday.
Sorry to hear about that.
Yeah.
How long had y'all been dating?
We grew up together. He was my best friend.
How long ago did that happen?
About 5 years ago.
Okay. Like I say, my condolences for that. And so, what were you doing, kind of in between the ages of 22 and, a month ago?
Between 22 and a month ago. Okay, let's go down the timeline. I was working at the radio station on night shift.
What radio station?
Hot 107.9 on night shift.
You was working at Hot 107.9 here in Atlanta?
Yes.
Okay, what were you doing there?
I was a promoter. Back in the day, we would hand out CDs, events and hand out, t-shirts and stuff like that.
Was you an intern or was you
I was more
did you work there as an employee?
I worked there as an intern.
Okay.
And then a year later, then I started to get paid. But I missed that job. I used to work for DJ Chameleon and DJ Scream. I was working for Hood Rich Entertainment.
So we get to this point. You were working at the radio station. What was the job that you had right before the pandemic hit?
I used to be a construction worker. I got my credentials right here.
You don't have to show your credentials, but you was working construction, and the pandemic hit, and that caused you to stop working.
They sent everybody home because
and so was you getting unemployment for a little while and all like that?
I got unemployment for maybe 2 months, and then the credentials got cut off by the company. I was working for Baston and Cook.
Okay, and so what have you been doing for income since then?
Just small jobs, working at McDonald's, here and there. I was trying to pay rent, and then the McDonald's I was working at, they actually shut down because it was a grease fire. It was on the news. This happened like back in December. It was on the news to where the McDonald's, because of the grease fire, somebody left the grease on when we closed down, and by that morning it was already burnt up.
Okay. Has there ever been any history of drug abuse?
No.
Okay. What about mental health?
Yes.
What mental health
I didn't get my mental health situation when everything started happening last year, when my grandfather died, my grandma died, my uncle died. I start going to counseling. It's actually right down the street to Grady. It's 10 Park Place. It's right down the street.
I'm familiar.
And the reason why I went is because I became depressed a couple of months ago, which is last year.
Were you diagnosed with anything?
I was diagnosed with depression.
Were you put on any medications for it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was. Because it came to a point where I couldn't sleep for 2 days in a row, and then crash on the third day, and kept doing the same thing. I'm like, you know what? I need to go get some help. So I went to go get some help.
Okay. And so, are you in a relationship right now?
No.
Okay. When was the last time you was in a relationship?
Last time I was in a relationship was last year.
What happened to that relationship?
We split apart. We didn't see eye to eye.
What specifically did you guys not see eye to eye on?
It's that I've been with this person for over 3 years, and when my mental start declining, that's when he couldn't help me anymore. He couldn't
help you
me.
What, financially, or help you just in
help
what
me
way?
Mentally.
Okay.
He couldn't help me mentally anymore. And I left to go to New York.
Why'd you leave to go to New York?
To see my mother's side of the family.
Okay, so you went to go see family, and what happened?
Then it was more funerals I had to go to when I was up there.
Right. And so, but how did that contribute to the destruction of the relationship?
It's just that we wasn't seeing eye to eye no more. He wants something else, and I wanted something else. He wanted to get married, and I told him no. And
why didn't you want to get married?
It's because of the age difference.
How old was he?
In his 50s.
Was he financially stable?
Yeah. It's just that I could call him right now and we could have a good conversation. Just he wanted something else and I wanted something else, and I wish him for peace.
Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If on the off chance that he were to see this video, do you think that he would want you to have been homeless for the last month? Does he know that you're homeless?
No, I haven't talked to him. I haven't talked to him ever since December.
And so if he saw this video, do you think that he would want to come and get you up off the street?
Probably so.
Have you ever considered maybe calling him?
No.
Why not?
It's because you know what? I know it's hard to talk about it, but I'm gonna just say it anyway. It's because that I didn't tell him that I lost my job. I didn't tell him that the little apartment that I had, I lost it. I just don't want him to see me as a failure. So it's more of a pride thing than anything. I'm just being very, very
straight
honest.
up pride.
Yeah.
Was the relationship good besides?
Yes.
Okay.
He would, every Friday, I used to do something so cute. Every Friday, I would do date night. And I would surprise him when he gets off work. And I have candles everywhere. You know, a glass of wine for him and me. And then I'll make his favorite plate, which is ribs. Barbecue ribs.
I got you. So let me ask you this. I see you got like a little thing here on your eye. Did you get into a fight recently, or did something happen?
Actually, yeah, I did.
Who was it? Who'd you get into a fight with?
It was, I'm walking out of Chevron. And it's a barbecue down the street going on at my family spot. And all they did was, hey, you know, go grab us some more beer. You know, they gave me the money. Go grab us some more beer and get some cigarettes. I said, all right, cool. And then all because I didn't want to give the crackhead $1, he hit me in my face.
When did that happen?
That happened back in October.
Oh, you still got the mark from it?
Actually, whatever ring that he had on.
Oh, he had a ring on, so
Yeah.
it left a pretty decent mark.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right. Well, listen. What are you doing right now are you doing anything to actively kind of get yourself off the street right now?
Actually, right now, I've been trying to look for a job without an ID, which is hard. Which is really hard.
Okay. Listen, if anyone wanted to reach out or help out or donate, do you have a Cash App or anything like that people could help you out?
I got my Cash App card in my wallet.
What's your Cash App? Shout it out.
It's MySherrod90.
$sign in front?
Yes.
And spell that out.
MySherrod90.
All right. Well, miss, we definitely want nothing but the best for you. And we wish you the best out here, all right?
This is only temporary, these guys. Only temporary.
That's right.